Okay. Can you tell us your name and a little bit about your poster presentation?
Sure. My name is Jing, and I work at the School of Social Work at University of Hawaii, Manoa, and I have a poster presentation at the APPAM conference this year. It's the title of my presentation. I'm looking at the changing of public attitudes towards gender roles in South Korea, and particularly looking at how it's related to education achievements in this country. Well, this presentation is part of my international comparative research, and South Korea stands out because they're unique developments in past decades. They're doing very good in their population education, invest heavily on education. Their population is highly educated, particularly increase in women's education attainments. But at the same time, certain social trends, like still, relatively speaking, lower level labor force participation among women, higher share of household work for women, and dramatic changing on fertility rates, marriage rates, and divorce rate in this country. That makes it interesting to look at these cases. Particular research question is looking at how the change of public attitudes on gender roles in relation to employment. Let me specify how I define this. Is I use data from the World Value Survey data, and the participants in those surveys were asked whether they agree or disagree with a statement like this: men should have more right to job than women. And I interpret this as if they agree with such a statement, which indicates more traditional gender value on gender roles, if the disagreement shows the changing of this traditional value. Overall, my studies show in the past 3 decades, since 1990 to 2010, there is a significant decrease of agreement to this study in South Korea, as you can see in this graph. And this changing also significantly related to the increase of educational attainment. At the same time, if we put South Korea scenario into the international perspective, what we see this gender role or traditional value in Korea and other East Asian countries remain strongly in comparison to other Western developed countries like Sweden or United States. The difference is dramatic. Like Sweden, only 2% of people surveyed agree with such a statement. In Korea, the lowest one still over 30%. So I also checked it out, study at a different time period of time, how it's changing, and in 1999 until recent 2010. So we see again the trends of increased education level, decreased level of agreement. But I do find interesting unexpected puzzles, and the group with highest educational level, university degree, in certain period of time survey, they actually have relatively higher level of agreements. So that will be my further study to see what are the underlying stories to show those trends. But overall, this is a great experience to present my work here, because I have visitors to present my research and also get some questions and comments, some of very insightful ideas that will help me to further develop my study. And those are some of preliminary analysis. I do have a further study to control people's age, gender, education, employment status, marital status, how those factors affect the changing of public attitudes. Overall, why do we care? So what is because what we found in the existing literature to show public attitude is related or associated with people's idea of family policy development. For example, how people think about gender relations or gender equality will affect the people's idea or value view on whether government should providing family policies such as healthcare. Overall, great opportunity to present my research at APPAM, and interaction and the communication with colleagues is always beneficial for researchers.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.